forests to cheer on their heroes. Run over 3 days, just like each one of the 14 events which make up the World Championship, the Swedish Rally takes place in the heart of the country. Rally headquarters is in the city of Karlstad, but the 16 time stages are all well to the north, with the hope of finding deeper snow and better conditions. The downside of the deeper snow are the fine banks of the stuff which line the stages, as many crews discovered during the first 2 days. Right, to right hand. World champion Richard Burns lost over a minute and a half on the first day and was lucky to escape a similar fate in the second. Not so lucky with the winner of the Monte Rally. His Subaru gulped a radiator full of snow on day one. The engine opened there, then Richard up the structure. We stop at the junction 13 on the stage number 4. We must stop here. Sacrificing the contents of his drinks bottle could help Mäkinen, but there was worse to come for the team.
Opens 130. In middle of a jump, 100.
The Solberg also went out with engine failure early on day 2.
The engine just stopped. Went on 2 cylinders first, and we found out there was no oil in the car, and what really happened we don't know.
Other casualties on the second day included Jani Parsonen making his debut for Mitsubishi. He broke a rear wheel on a rock and dropped from 6th to 18th.
And low 4 right minus.
The same rock claimed another victim shortly afterwards.
Crest and 4 right. Jump. Okay, 6 right minus and 6 left over crest.
Colin McRae was forced to stop in the stage to change the broken wheel, losing over 3 minutes and plummeting down the order. Stage 11, the last of the day, then it counted for Tony Gardner's Skoda. Leading Skoda's assault at the end of the day was the best of the local drivers, Kenneth Eriksson, 6th overall. Richard Burns was 5th, regretting the time he had spent in the snowbank on the first day. The man in 4th place was for many the hero of the rally. Freddie Leutz had broken his foot in an accident in Monte Carlo, but was engaged in a thrilling 3-way fight with Burns and Eriksson. Those two, however, would start the final day a little over 30 seconds down on 3rd place from Science. But the rally's first 2 days had been dominated by 2 Finns driving Peugeots. Harry Rovanperä was second as the crews returned to Karlstad, while his teammate Marcus Kronlund led by over 50 seconds, setting all but one fastest stage time on the second day. So this was how things stood after 11 of the rally's 16 stages. Grönholm and Rovanperä had had things very much their own way so far, with Sainz a comfortable 3rd. There was then a terrific fight for 4th place, with 7th to 11th covered by a little over a minute, so Colin McRae still had a slim chance of a single point. The mild weather conditions would still make tyre choice difficult on the final day. As the crews lined up for the first stage of the morning, all seemed peaceful enough. But that 3-way battle for 4th was high on the minds of those crews involved. The injured Leutz also had other things to worry about, like making sure his broken foot was comfortable.
The main thing is try to keep Richard and even Kenneth behind me, because these 2 boys seems to be they have no respect for handicapped people. So yes, I'm gonna try, but it will be not easy.
So 5 final stages would decide the 2002 Swedish Rally. 2 to the east of Hagfors, then 2 more to the west, and then a long last stage to the east once again. Total of around 128 kilometres. Temperatures hovered around +4 degrees as the sun rose. Melting snow isn't something the Swedish Rally normally offers, nor do the stages usually look like this. Stage 12 was a repeat of the very first stage on day 1. The virtual spectator system means we can get an overview of the whole of the 14-kilometre Sagan stage, although the last kilometre or so gives a great idea of the kind of challenge facing the crews. A long straight, followed by a tightening right-hand bend, with a left-hand hairpin and a short sprint, taking the cars up to and over the finish line. Hasselman was 9th quickest. He predicted that conditions would improve for the later cars, but he was pleased with his time.
Into slow 4 left line. 36 right, opens line.
All was by no means lost. Despite that
120.
broken wheel on day 2, a championship point was still possible. The third fastest time suggested he was still pushing hard.
And 6 right, 70. 5 right plus over crest line, 50. 5
7th on the stage and 7th overall was his younger brother Alistair. Let's follow the Mitsubishi through stage 12. Your commentator is co-driver David Senior.
Right on crest, tightens to easy, and open 70, left tightens to slow easy minus, 50, care, medium and left plus tightens, and K right tightens gravel, medium and plus tightens, K right gravel tightens, 30, crest, and medium left, tightens slight, 50, right tightens to medium, and opens, 170, flat crest, 150.
Kenneth Eriksson and Tina Twirling were by less than 20 seconds ahead of Alistair and David. Discovery was equal 12th fastest on the stage, dropping over 3 seconds to the Lancer. At the end of the stage, it quickly becomes clear just how hard Eriksson is pushing and how much he wants to hang on to his 6th place.
Fast led and in, which is okay. 100. Flat right. Fast led minus tightens long gravel. 30 medium right plus gravel maybe to medium right plus tightens maybe long. Opens gravel maybe 70.
Robert Reed in his ears.
Flat right
Burns set
to
the
right
fastest
max.
time, his first stage win in at 2:06. That meant the Englishman had now caught up past Fred Lewis. The Hyundai had dropped to 5th, but Eriksson's now just 5 seconds or so behind, and so the Belgian couldn't afford to relax.
Para izquierda rápido menos se tira poco a fondo. Acaba arrasando y abrirse. Izquierda rápido con sexta, poco tarde se tira y se abre. Abrirse. Acaba rápido con sexta, poco tarde se tira, un grado más. 2. Rasante derecha rápido con sexta, se tira poco por dentro, fin con C. Para 1. Izquierda, bueno.
But the Peugeot domination of the Swedish rally continued. Harry Roman-Pera had decided to settle for 2nd place, it seemed. He was 4th quickest on stage 12.
Vasen täys. 200. Hae oikein, helppo miinus, pidä sisällä, pitkä vasen eri plus.
Marcus Gronholm was 2nd fastest, beaten only by his new colleague Richard Burns. No matter, his lead was now up to over 55 seconds.
Ja vasen nopea sisältä oikein hidas.
Taking his first win of the season.
7, nyppy 4 ja vasen pitkä eri miinus. 8, oikein nopein.
Last season though saw a string of bad luck plague Gronholm, so he wasn't counting his winnings just yet. .5 seconds now, the exact gap between Brumholm and Rovanpera, with Sainz still a further minute and a half back. Burns now looked like posing a serious threat for third, while Ericsson was just 5.6 seconds off Leipzig's fifth place. Further back, both of the Gray brothers were among the chasing pack, with Alistair for once holding the upper hand. Stage 13, this time it was the weather conditions which were declared victorious. The bare road surface was clearly in no shape for the stage to run, and so the organisers had little choice but to cancel it and return the crews to service once they got their time card signed.
I think that basically the stages are in such a bad condition because there's been obviously it's been a plus degrees situation, and obviously all the ice has melted. There's stages that have been used before, so obviously there is deep ruts. And it obviously does a lot of the damage to these roads, which is obviously not normally the case.
Very tough to catch Richard now.
Yeah, I think it's very, very difficult to catch him. He's driving very well this morning, but still now it's two stages and we may expect a lot of gravel and it can be very difficult.
Carlos, you've got Richard Burns just breathing down your neck now after his stage win. Do you think you can hold him off?
We have to try. It's not going to be easy, but we have to try.
Richard, you're just 25 seconds now behind Carlos. Do you think you can catch him?
I hope so, yeah, I'm going to try.
Enough stage case to do it, though?
If they keep everything in, then maybe just about, but it's a shame the last one was cancelled.
Marcus, you've now extended your lead by another 5 seconds. It looks like victory is yours.
It's close, but still it's 3 stages, so I try to not do any mistakes. So.
At Hyundai, however, all was going smoothly. Just as Iron Schwartz reverses out of service, he is with a small problem with the Accent's front drive shaft. The car is then pushed back under the canopy, the front is jacked up again. All Schwartz can do is sit patiently, waiting for the word to go. He won't get far. The car ground to a halt just a few kilometres down the road with transmission failure. So Schwartz wouldn't reach stage 14, a 32-kilometre affair which at least had some ice and snow covering the gravel. Would never have thought it, but Sweden was his first appearance in a Ford Focus World Rally car. His time. 2002, on the other hand, was following the Ford's fourth season in the Focus.
120. Left over big jump and 6 right.
Alistair McRae, meanwhile, was still 7.
Over crest. 120. Care left tightens to easy plus over jump. And easy right plus opens into care, long medium right plus on crest.
For the second stage in a row, it was Richard Burns who set the fastest time. To give you some idea of the level of competition, though, the top 4 cars were only 0.6 of a second apart after nearly 18 minutes of driving flat out, and so Burns didn't gain much benefit from winning stage 14.
Dan wordt hij bereikt op links 20, op rechts 73 plus. Op rechts 73 plus. 50. 50. Even rechts op links 70 min. En rechts 70 min. Op links 70 min. Rechts 70 min. Platte band. Op 50 gram moeten we weer.
Front suspension failure meant Loix joined Schwartz on the retirement list. Not surprisingly, the Belgian was bitterly upset.
I'm very disappointed, and especially, it's a mechanical sport, but it's like we did not hit something, and then if you have to stop without making a mistake, it's always feeling sad. I feel bad for the team, but okay, what can we do?
The Hyundai going out didn't take any of the pressure off Sainz, however.
Sasar, para derecha rápida menos, abrirse. Rasante, derecha buena más, se cierra. Para uno corto. Izquierda, buena más, se cierra.
Burns pushed Peugeot was now his greatest threat, and the Focus stormed through the stage just about 20 seconds slower than the 206. While one Peugeot driver was scrambling to get onto the podium, two others seemed to have already reserved their places. Harry Rovanpera and co-driver Risto Pietalainen were fifth quickest, but stage times were now almost irrelevant. They could afford to drop over a minute on the last pair of stages and still finish in second place. Again, it hardly seemed to matter. The performance of the 2000 world champion had been so complete, so crushing.
Oikein jouhe yli nypy ja vaseri helppo. Oikein miinus yli nypy ahdas.
Another French team its legs. After the odd flash of brilliance, Citroën had shown off the promise of Monte Carlo. Thomas Rodstrom and Denis Giraudet demonstrating once again. The team still has a lot to learn about snow and ice. The rally's penultimate stage, Torntorp, was a little under 20 kilometres long. Fastest was Colin McRae, determined to do all he could to get into the points.
And Ray tightens to 4, opens over crest to long 6. 100, 5 left tightens.
For the second successive stage, it was a British one too. This time, Burns was runner-up, 2.6 seconds down on McRae, but more importantly, 12.2 faster than Sainz and co-driver Lewis Moyer.
Teresa rápido, golpear y no cortar. Sasar. Para izquierda lo más corta en quinta, de poco y se abre. 2. Teresa rápido, golpear y no cortar. Sasar. Para izquierda lo más corta en quinta, de poco y se abre. 2.
The gap between third and fourth ended in rounds only 12 seconds, but Rovanpera couldn't have cared less. He too was quicker than Sainz and so would head into the final stage with a massive cushion over the Ford. Even more so than Rovanpera, Grunwald has been a model of consistency. Timo Raitiainen, the third fastest on stage 15, so could tackle the final test with the knowledge that their boss, Corrado Provera, must have been delighted. His two finished stars had shown just how to win this rally, while his newest signing could still make it an all-Peugeot podium.
Maybe Carlos must have had a little problem on the last stage, because on the one before we only took half a second. So I imagine that he can also fight back quite hard.
Well, basically, one tire I lost nearly 80% of the stats. The other one quite a lot. It was a lot of gravel on the stage, nearly 100% gravel.
There's 12 seconds between you and Alistair. It'd be nice to pip your brother there for that last point.
Yeah, I mean, if it'd been okay, we've got to get in front of him and try and get into 6th place as well, so there's a bit to do.
Does it make a difference that it's your brother coming fast behind you?
No, it doesn't matter. No, it's one guy you're trying to beat to get points, so it doesn't matter who he is.
Adding even more importance to the battle between the pair was the Summit Skoda. Kenneth Eriksson obviously had some problem, so would be on the The final stage was run almost within sight of Hagfors. Colin McRae setting off into the 40 kilometres, determined to make up the 11.1 seconds he needed to smash second place for his brother.
4 left plus over crest, opens long gravel and continues. 17.
That left-hand bend caught out the 1995 world champion, and precious seconds were lost restarting the stalled Focus. Alistair was unaware of the problem until he reached the end of the stage. Colin had indeed been faster, and that's what meant he hadn't quite quick enough. The Mitsubishi finished just 0.3 of a second ahead. Whether Alistair was 7th or 6th now depended on Eriksson. Sure enough, there's no smoke without fire. Despite Tina Turner's message to our helicopter, the Swedish pair were anything but okay, retiring almost within sight of the finish. With the final stage looking more like Great Britain than Sweden, Carlos Sainz must have been hugely relieved to reach the end. Burns was again fastest, but it wasn't enough to close the gap, and so Sainz could finally claim that hotly contested third place. It might not have been the all-Peugeot top three the team had wanted, but the 1-2 still tasted sweet enough. Relatively speaking, through stage 16, 9th fastest, more than enough to guarantee second place. Great weekend's work. But the rally belonged to Marcus Grönholm. Of the 15 stages, he'd won 6, come second on another 6, third twice, and then fifth the very last. Victories are rarely so commanding, yet the Finn hardly registers any emotion as he crosses the finish line.
Vasen pitkä eri miinus, kirraa. Pitkä eri miinus, kirraa. 150.
His boss, however, allows himself the luxury of the faintest of smiles at his team's third Swedish rally win in as many years. But there was one last drama to be played out. Finnish privateer had also driven superbly all weekend and thought he'd finished in 5th place. But even as Corrado Privera acknowledged the applause at one end of the service park, at the other end, Ford team manager John Millington was asking Tuino to deliberately incur a time penalty to allow Colin McRae to finish 6th and score a point. He duly did so, which also elevated Alistair McRae to 5th. The Finn didn't look too happy at the move, but at least he'll be getting 2 Christmas cards from Scotland in December. Confirmation then of Grönholm's massive winning margin over Rovanperä, with Sainz 3rd and Colin McRae getting that assisted 6th place. Ford were also fairly pleased at the result. Tuino learnt about World Rally politics the hard way, while Juha Kankkunen's first event of the season ended with a single point for his team.
Marcus, winner in 2000, winner in 2002, a terrific result for you.
Yeah, I like this rally, and it seems to be good for us and our team and our tyres, so it was quite easy.
Okay. In many ways, it's been quite an easy rally for you. You staked out your claim at the first day, but it's been quite plain sailing.
Yes, it's after yesterday morning, everything is going quite safety and no any big risk.
What was it like in that last stage? Were you taking many risks to keep Richard behind you?
Yeah, we started very, very fast, and Maximum really, and at the end he was 4 seconds quicker than me, but at least we managed.
Really, we started too far behind this morning. It was always going to be quite difficult to get him, and he did a really good time on that last stage also. We beat him by a few seconds, but not enough.
Corrado, 1-2-3 would have been very nice, but 1-2-4 is not bad at all.
Not bad at all, mainly because there is in 1-2-4 there is 1-2, which is the maximum amount of points we could have scored here, and we are scoring them. On top of this, we are at the end of the Swedish rally leading the Manufacturer Championship, and Marcus is leading his own championship.
Grönholm taking over from Tommy Mäkinen at the head of the drivers' table, while the reigning champion Richard Burns has now opened his account. The maximum 16 points means Peugeot also lead the Manufacturers Series from Ford, with Subaru still 3rd, despite failing to score in Sweden. 2 years ago, the Swedish rally gave Marcus Grönholm and Timo Rautiainen their first World Rally victory. The pair went on to win 3 more events that year, and ultimately the world title as well. The 2002 Swedish rally was run in very different conditions, but Grönholm hardly seemed to notice. 2 winners from 2 events, and the World Rally Championship is off to a flying start. Join us again in early March on the French island of Corsica, but from Sweden. Goodbye.